Hey everybody, Christopher Naiman back for another sewing tip with the Singer Futura XL550. We're going to do auto embroidery using metallic thread. Yeah, we're going to sew this whole thing and you're going to watch how it's going to sew. Can you do it? Yes, you can. You're not going to want to miss this video. Don't go away. Stay with me. I'll be right back. Okay, I have to admit that I've been really impressed with the software that came with this Singer XL550. When I looked at the prices that they were selling these machines at and all the software that was included, it kind of blew me away. It really did. I was like, how can they do that? How can they offer all this software that costs less with the machine included, that costs less than competitors for everything? So now what we're going to do in this video is I am going to embroider some hyperfont. I'm going to do my name and we're going to sew it out with metallic thread. So, and then I'm going to keep the camera on while it's sewing, and then I will fast forward it as it's sewing to show you that with the right setup we will not get any thread breaks. That's our goal, because people never have any success with this and I always have success. So I'm going to see how much success I'm going to have on this Singer doing this. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do hyperfont next. By the way, I don't have a screen capture on this computer. I have the camera facing the monitor right now, so bear with me here. Okay, so I'm going to type my name, C-H-R-I-S. Okay, we're going to select the hyperfont, and I think what I want is, I think I know what I want. I'm going to go with the P's. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to do that one. Okay. And then next, we're going to do a fill stitch and finish. Okay, there we go. I'm going to hit stitch it, and then I'm going to draw a box around it. Now, I'm doing what I just learned on my own here. So if there's other ways of doing this, then I haven't discovered it yet. Okay, and apply. There we go. So we're going to stitch it just like that. Let's see what this looks like in realistic view. And let's enlarge this by 100%. Okay, so it's just basically a standard fill stitch. And I'm going to embroider this out and see what it looks like. So we're going to send it to the computer sewing machine. Transmit to future. Oh, okay, it wants me to do the insert the hoop. So I haven't hooped the fabric yet, but I will insert the hoop, just so you can see. Okay, off camera I hooped my fabric. Now the fabric that I'm using for this is a microfiber, and I'm using an iron-on tearaway stabilizer. Okay, up here I'm using Sulky metallic thread, and this is on that Wonder Thread Guide. You can also use other devices, like, let me show you, like off camera there's a, see, off the side of the machine you would use this thread stand here, because it's got, if you could see here, you could put the horizontal thread there and feed it up through there, but you want to make sure you put it behind the sewing machine, not on the side of the sewing machine. I talked about that. You don't want to get it caught in a flywheel. There's some other devices out there. There's a thing called a thread director, which fits on top of your bobbin here. I've explained in my other video. You can watch my Janome 9000 metallic thread test to see how that works. So here's what we got here. This is going to be how we're going to feed this. And I just want to make sure, the only thing that could happen with this is that thread could get caught in that little loop there if we're not careful. So we want to keep an eye on that. And let me just pull some thread out to make sure it's going to be okay. Yeah, there we go. See, that's how it's going to feed. Okay, so let me set this camera up here on the tripod down here. I'm going to film this whole thing being sewn out, but don't worry, you don't have to wait 40 or 30 minutes to watch this. I will in my editing software, I'm going to speed it up for you. But our goal is to make sure that we don't have any thread breaking. Okay. Also, I want you to notice before full speed. Okay. And what am I using for the needle? I'm using a size 14 top stitch needle. This is by Class A. I have very good luck with size 14 and 16. 16 might work really good for this, but we're just going to try the 14. Now, if you're using a size 14 and your thread does break and there's nothing being hung up on the top, in other words, nothing being caught in the thread path, then switch to a size 16 needle. So we're going to see how well this does. So let me just start the camera and let's get going. I'm just going to cut that little extra bit of thread there. And let her rip. Here we go. Oh, and I do want you to pay attention and listen to the sound. There's no more of that heavy rattling and none of that heavy rough shuttle sound anymore. And that was on one of my previous videos that teach you how to fix that. Now remember, this is the Singer XL550. Okay, the thread broke. Why did it break? I don't know. We were doing so good and the thread just broke. So maybe it was a fluke. So what are we going to do? We're going to rethread. Now also, there was no stitch density on the software that I know of yet. What that means is, because metallic thread is thicker than rayon thread, you normally want to use a density software to loosen up the stitches. But I didn't have that, and I haven't discovered how to go backwards yet on this machine. Let's see. I tried going backwards before, and I only wanted to go back like 10 stitches, but it went back like to the last pattern. So I'm just going to stop it right here. Well, let's see. Let me try. Just going to do back one and then do OK. Put the foot down, do OK. Didn't do anything. Let's try it again. Okay, well that might work. Maybe that did it. We'll see. Alright, if it doesn't, then I have a space. See, I'm still learning too. But you got to admit, so far this is pretty good to do all that stitching at high speed with just one break. Now, I did do a previous one with a needle, so I might have to replace the needle. The needle might be worn out too. These are all troubleshooting things that we learn, guys, okay? Let me cut that thread. So perhaps my needle also is getting worn out. We'll see. Okay, looks like my step back worked. Wow, isn't that nice? Isn't that amazing? And I had the thread cutter shut off because every time it cuts the thread, the thread bounces out of the needle. So later on, I'll try to troubleshoot and see if I can adjust that somehow, or I might have to take it to the local dealer to adjust it for me. So let me just show you all this. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that beautiful metallic thread. And as you can see, it was on full speed, so the machine was sewing what it considers full speed to do this. And I want to also point out, I didn't touch the tension. I didn't adjust the tension at all. Sometimes you have to reduce the tension, but I didn't have to do that on this. Isn't that great? Okay, so I hope this gives you more confidence in using metallic threads on your machine and knowing how to fix the bobbin situation in my previous videos for those who are having that problem. You know what? I gotta tell you, again, I want to say that I never invested in Singer sewing machines before because I was working with other brand. I was on the road teaching with another brand, and I was working with their machines, and I was having all this success with their machines and metallic threads and everything. And for years, people kept telling me, oh, the Singers are not what they used to be. Well, no machine's what it used to be from the 50s, the 40s, the 30s. You know, yeah, everything's plastic-based today. Everything's got nylon gears, you know. So working with this machine now for about a little over a week, I'd say, I do have to say that I am impressed. For the price point, this is great for beginners. This is really great for beginners, people who are not experts, people who just want something to play with for home. I would have to give this a thumbs up. And as I said in some of my other videos, there are some engineering flaws, some design flaws that need to be corrected. I'm not going to harbor on that, but we talked about that before, and I'm on one of the, a lot of you people wrote and talked about those things as well. But hey, look at this. How can you beat that? And again, it's the metallic thread guide. Like I said, there's different metallic thread guides out there available today, but the one that, this is no longer available. When I looked for it a couple weeks ago, there were a couple places online. Not anymore. Someone must have saw some of my previous videos and ordered it, and it's all sold out. And the creators and manufacturers looks like they're not making it anymore. So you want to get what's called a thread director. Just Google thread director and it fits on your bobbin. Okay, fits where your bobbin goes. All right, guys. So I hope this shows you what I could accomplish, so you could accomplish too. And I gave you the setups, I gave you the information. So go and have fun now and really enjoy your machine. You paid for it, you should be able to use it and use it fully. Look at that gorgeous metallic thread. Oh my gosh, can you imagine this if this was a Christmas stocking? And you know, Sulky makes a variety of metallic threads. This is just their regular metallic thread. They make all the different colors and everything. Sulky's been around forever. You know, I remember when Sulky used to be sold at the sewing machine stores. Every dealer had their Sulky thread. And then when the Sulky got into the big box stores, suddenly all the local sewing stores were not a big supporter of Sulky. But Sulky is a great thread to use, and it's great for people who only have like a Joann Fabrics near them, so they're able to get this type of thread. So enjoy it, everybody. Have fun. Until my next video, you go out here and you get yourself sewing on your Singer machines and post the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. Let me know how I'm doing so I can keep making more videos for you all. All right, take care. Bye now.